Hey there, folks. Rock Online here with another Star Trek Voyager Archives and Inscriptions card box opening. This is the last of my 4 boxes. This has been an incredibly fun trip through nostalgia. Uh, Fantastic hits and things along the way. So just a couple of highlights. These are all sort of what I would call the hits that we've gotten. We've got Jason Alexander's Dr. Noom autograph. Got a great section of script from Endgame Part 1. We've got finally managed to get it into a sleeve without damaging it. 7 of 9, Jerry Ryan autograph with, uh, costume material from the set, probably from some sort of roll of unused costume material, but incredibly neat nonetheless. And then a handful of autos and things along the way. Oh, it was passed over Beltran's autograph. Cote. So we've got our last box. This is box number 2624 of 6,000. We've managed 2 inscription autos. So the inscription autos are the ones that have both the autograph and a quote written by autographer, some kind. Those two. Those are roughly a 1 in 3 box hits, 4 out of every case of 12 boxes. But every box has 3 autos and then a fourth. I think they quote unquote call it a big hit. So we've seen a couple of relic pieces, what I keep jokingly calling game worn jersey material pieces. Although we actually ended up with the one that was the last one with Jerry Ryan was both an auto and a relic. Pretty cool. Last box. So there are 24 packs. That box is a little bit dinged up. Hopefully that wasn't on anything cool. It's gonna be this front. We'll open this first. It's fantastic. So it's gonna be where we find the Kate Mulgrew auto smashed smithereens. This has been an incredibly fun run of opening packs. So it's been, again, if this is your first video you're watching, so in addition to there being quote cards, so for this character is usually the same portrait, character name in the bottom, another image of that same character in the bottom right. In here, which you can kind of see, it mentions what quote number this is out of how many quotes. So for a character like Chakotay, he's got 9 total different quote cards. For this character, Ikeb, 3 cards. Back's got biographical information, narrative storyline, and then another memorable quote and a number. And then laced throughout in the middle, usually the middle of each pack of 5 cards, some sort of inlay. So this is a card from Star Trek Prodigy, the animated series. And then there's a run of Year of Hell. Year of Hell's got its own run of cards in that same area. Janeway's Journey, Captain Janeway cards. Set Wesley. It is Wesley Crusher. Wow. Okay. And Prodigy's got a little bit of everything in it. Pretty cool. I guess it does help too with not making fun of Mr. Wheaton by any stretch, but for the older actors who would play characters now, it's probably a lot easier to come back and voice act than to this to physically get dressed back up and sweat. Oh, I didn't even think about that too. Makeup and costume and all that. Someone like Tuvok or Worf or something like that, where you're putting all of the extra sort of makeup in. Oh, there we go. Hey, neat. That's incredibly neat. I had said earlier that if we managed to get Dr. Chaotica, that would be a incredibly cool card. Not only do we get Chaotica, but it is, in fact, an inscription auto. So that is 3 inscription autos. I may be entirely wrong about the rarity of the inscription autos. I just seem to remember reading that in the description for the box, that they were effectively a 1 in every 3 box thing. But we have a Martin Rayner as Dr. Chaotica autograph and the quote, "More power to the Death Ray." That That is very, very neat. I like that a lot. Stylistically, of course, the black and white and sort of the classic sci-fi villain look, and a fantastic auto and a great quote and everything. That is wonderful. It's back a little bit so we keep that one right on the screen. Very cool. All right. 3 inscription autos, not bad, not bad. Keep the cards on camera so you know there's no trickery there, but I gotta move stuff on desk off. All right, there we go. Chaotica again. Year of Hell. Usually these cards are numbered with a run of YH. I think Janeway Journey is just J and 7 of Nines is SN number for the card in that run. Excuse me. Alexander. All I can see when I see that. Q would be an incredibly cool feels like the Year of Hell cards all come pretty consistently in a run. First, call it 10 to 12 packs per half. There we go. Foil card. I think we opened one of these very, very early on, and I thought, oh, this is just going to be. Maybe that is just 7 stream. All the 7s cards were foil. I can't remember. I don't think they were. Cool look, though. I'm a nerd. Love a good foil. Good auto. Okay, yeah. What's up? 7 streams cards were. It's crazy. Yep, no, there's. It's obviously we have the Prodigy set too. If you haven't seen any of the other boxes, because Seven's Journey, of course, continues beyond Voyager. They've got some Star Trek card imagery in here too. Watch card. Got pieces of it here and there. Just haven't sat down to watch the whole. They're good. Oh, genuinely, I think that might be the first time we've gotten 2 of the same characters' cards in the same pack. I was just thinking to myself going through this. Typically, this middle card is a Janeway's Journey, Seven's Journey, Year of Hell card, but in this case, they must have taken that card out and just sort of plug and played it with a random card, and it ought to be one of the other 4 cards in the pack. I don't recall seeing that across along. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Dismissed as a Starfleet. Sort of reading these. Dismissed at the Starfleet expression for get out. two boxes. Packs. A lot of last two. But also true. Last two boxes, the last two autographs. Oh, we're sleeved. So I love that. I love things that are outside of the norm when you're coming through. This is a sleeved card, already pre-sleeved. I did not open the pack, do that. Last time this was a script. Script was super interesting. Oh, that is an actual comic. Okay. This card contains an original comic book panel from Star Trek Voyager Repercussions, issue number 3. 36 out of 111. 36 out of 111 potentially means if that's just how many of that particular card they were able to cut out of that issue that they used to build this. But pretty cool. Your Janeway section wasn't just sort of randomly cut through and then I've got a part or a piece. Cool. Okay. I like it. Yeah, if money were limitless, I think I'd just buy every one of the 6,000 boxes and chase every single thing there's available to get. Oh, Admiral Jane. Script card. Roll. Spoiler alert. Probably should lead with that every time. Part of the end game section. Chasing 2 autos in here. Love to have loved everything I've gotten. Would love to get more of the main cast. Interesting. Thanks to some time traveling help from Wesley Crusher. Interesting. Okay. Rescued Prince Chakotay from the future. Interesting. All right, so we've got Wesley Crusher helping the crew of Voyager time travel. Very interesting show, it sounds like. Speaking of, Prodigy. Crossroad. Bullies don't like threats. Oh, I don't know why these. Oh yeah, probably from when I. Part 1. On to 4 packs left. Keep the excitement to the end, I suppose. Last flight of the Protostar Part 2. To go. Oh, very cool. Dr. Crusher. This was the exact same for at least the last 2, and I can't remember if the first box must have had it too. You can't really see it. There's a texture card that you can see from the back. You just can't see it very well. Very cool. Interesting. So, but that is what Dr. Crusher looks like. Card. Oh, cool. Yeah, I heard the original Next Generation cast are united on that. Hopefully not a spoiler to anyone who saw Dr. Crusher on. All right, so we know there's 2 autos left. We're in our 2 packs. Auto, who do we get? Oh, wow. We got Martin Rayner again. Uh, that's hilarious. On back-to-back autos are the same auto. Rayner, kudos to you. I've doubled down. I've shown my affection. Dr. Chaotica. Very cool. All right. All right, and we got our last auto. All right. Get Kate Mulgrew, Doctor, and Kim, Paris, Lana. Got Martha Hackett. Auto. Oh, it's Seska again. Okay, we don't have a Seska auto. We got a Seska relic card. More in Jersey. Card from the left. All right, all told. Gotta love something where you know you're going to pull 3 autos and some sort of other relic or big box. So again, we've managed 2 Martin Rainers in this box, including an Inscription auto and an auto. Our comic panel. And then Martha Hackett auto playing Seska. Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you watching very much. I've got one more box to go into, and this one is a Star Trek Connections set. So I think it's more of all of the series rather than just Voyager focus. But we'll be cracking that. And I think chasing the 5 captains auto in that. So tune in next time for that. I appreciate you watching, and see you next time.